How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Wipeout pools. And thankfully this time, well, judging by the previous stream, it should be nothing but phantom class races. So I'm looking forward to it, differently from some other time. At least they are all called phantom grids, so... Oh, this one says point needed, not available. Little bit concerned about that, but we will have time to think about it. Alright. So I'm very excited to go fast, basically. I mean, finally, after so much time of not really being able to go that fast, because the game didn't let me. But yeah, shouldn't be a problem now. What's I want to say? I don't really remember. Oh yeah, I'm not using any headphones, as you might notice. Lately I'm just reserving this game for days that it's very hot. If it's very hot, I'll play this game, because I don't want to hear it. Or rather, I don't need to hear it. I mean, they aren't that... Like, I know some racing games that I will... That I like to hear the music and everything, but this one is not one of them. And even racing games that I like as racing games, like Ridge Racer, those are the kind of games that not being able to listen to the music is not particularly a bad thing. The quake stopped behind me. So the other day when I was looking at my VOD of this game, for some reason it seems like the music was super loud, even though it should have been the same level as the previous streams, but I think it also has to do with not using headphones. I usually speak more quiet since I can hear my voice more clearly. I should speak more quiet. It's fine. Now, thinking about that last grid that say that there are no points needed, something tells me that that might be the last grid and the other ones are things related to DLC. I mean, if they are DLC grids, I just hope that they still keep with having phantom events. I think it will make sense that the extra grids will be phantom. But yeah, I don't know. I also don't really know what the DLC things are. I think the last 4 selectable, well, 4 or 3, the selectable cars are DLC, but in terms of tracks, I have no idea. It's one of those things that I should grab the DLCs without really looking at them. But they were supposed to be free back when you could actually download content from the PlayStation servers, well, the PSP servers. Actually, I don't know what application or how the PSP work in order to download, because PlayStation Network only started kind of being a thing with the PS3, and the PSP is from the PS2 era. You didn't really have a network, for what I understand. I mean, there were some games that you could play online, but I don't know how the servers on those games work. There weren't that many PS2 games where you could do that, but there were definitely some. I have no clue. I mean, I don't think the PS2 even has a like a Wi-Fi adapter, so it was probably just. I just don't remember any PS2 console having an Ethernet port. It's something I will have to investigate. I mean, I'm pretty sure the PS2 I had didn't have an Ethernet port. I don't know how it didn't. I'm pretty sure some games were online. Unless I'm flipping, but like I remember games like Burnout Revenge having online that I never played online. I just knew the option was there, but never really tried it.
3, 2, 1, go.
The PSP having downloadable content, I don't know how they did it. Or maybe the PlayStation Network was actually a thing with the PSP, but remember when I used the PlayStation 3, I remember it mentioning the PS Vita, but I don't remember it mentioning the PSP at all. It could also be misremembering, but I will have to investigate how the PSP online stuff works. It's probably not. It's probably still a server, even if it's not called PlayStation Network. It's most likely a Sony server. So it would be interesting if instead of a Sony server, it was hosted by the developers. Like every game had a server that the game connects to download the additional content. I don't know. I mean, since there is no payment in between, and I mean, assuming that there is someone at Sony that approves whatever URL is in the game to download the content. Wait, I'm stupid. This was a fast lap. This wasn't a time trial, didn't it? I got the goal, I'm pretty sure, on the first try. Alright. Yeah, it was on the first try. It is 26. I was so distracted talking about PSP online servers, I forgot about the event. My bad. The issue with that is that you need to save the most amount of time possible, because you're gonna have tournaments that are gonna last a very long time, and that's where most of the play time is gonna go. That's the issue. You're gonna make sure that anything that you do it like that. You do it fast, because the tournaments you can do them slightly faster than what you usually would, but for the most part you will take a long time. You want to take less in anything else. When you're not grinding the wall, it feels so good to go this fast. Hitting these very fast corners. Feels very nice. So today apparently an arcade racing game release. Like a one-gun midnight game. also known as Tokyo Extreme Racer. It's on Steam and apparently it's an early access game. Problem is that it's worth $30. It's like $30 for an early access is a little bit too much. I mean, for fans of the series, I guess they wouldn't mind paying that, I guess, for what I heard. It's been a while since the series even got a game. But yeah, for people like me that haven't played a single one of them, I will say that $30 for an early access is a little bit too much. I will have to play the previous games first, then we will see. Oh, nice aim. How to die though? Oh, I am dead. I think that didn't count as a kill, so I just went up against the wall. This smells like a reset. I mean, with that Mirage in 5 kills, yeah, this has to be a reset. I mean, someone is already halfway through this. There is absolutely no reason not to reset. Okay, let me do that real quick. It's a lottery. You just gotta, well, the lottery, I was gonna say you gotta keep spinning, but no, that will be a slot machine. Lottery, you don't have multiple attempts. Well, you have multiple lottery results, but yeah, I guess it's the same as multiple pools. It's just that it's more extended in time. It's just doing slot machine pools. Okay, this lag is being terrible. It's okay, I'm gonna keep reloading. It's a shame that this mode is so shit, but eventually you get lucky. Okay, just waiting for that. I mean, I will say that I'm not in a hurry, but depending on the tournaments, I am in a hurry. I don't want the tournaments to take an eternity. I mean, they will take an eternity regardless of how much I take on this one, but it will take even more. I mean, the whole thing will take even more if I cannot do this fast. All I'm getting are shit power-ups. That's pretty sad, I guess. I got 2 eliminations, but for some reason in this specific event, the CPU is going crazy. I don't know if it's the CPU getting lucky with very good power-ups, but the fact that they are getting halfway through so fast is a little bit bullshit. Like, 2 of them are halfway through. That's not normal. I mean, at least they didn't do that in the previous things. I don't know why they are doing it now. I mean, even in other Phantom Eliminator modes, they weren't doing this shit. And I keep missing. I mean, if I would stop missing, maybe it would be easier for me, but I'm just missing. Also, The power-ups that I'm getting are really the biggest trash possible. It's just getting unlucky, that's it. I mean, luck is the only thing that matters in eliminator events, so... I keep missing that one. Like the first one, I'm just missing it for free. I understand why. Wow, nice one. Come on, even got a quake. Well, let's keep resetting. I don't mind. So in cases like this where I take too long to beat an event, I usually just go to a different one to avoid getting tilted. Because it is very tilting, without a doubt. How did that guy not die? Usually every time that you hit someone with that thing, with that energy drain, they just die. Didn't feel like dying there. A little bit weird. You can see that I got killed twice. You can see some of these guys are getting way too many kills way too fast. There is something suspicious going on here. This feels a little bit... feels like a scam. I feel like I'm getting scammed here. This asshole. You for real? I have no idea where that power went. Supposed to hit the guy in front, but it didn't feel like doing that. It's also not just one guy. There are so many eliminations in general. Earthquake. Only kill one. The scam never stops. Another quake. Another one. Wait, it also okay. It killed two at least. I guess my opponent is that Mirage guy. You can also see that the kills are being a lot more frequent because of how quick I'm dying. I can barely go a bit without getting killed by something. Okay. This is anyone's game. It depends on who gets the broken power up first. Well, Mirage probably got that one first, but it only killed one. This is useful, but I need one more. I keep missing like this, god damn it. Of course you give me mines. Mines easily have to be the worst power-up you can get. Okay, please kill someone. And tell me that that Quake is not gonna kill anyone. No, you will tell me that Quake didn't kill anyone. With a straight face. That didn't kill anyone. Don't worry about it. And that also didn't kill that guy. I don't believe what I'm seeing. The scam that I'm seeing. Well, at this rate, Mirage is gonna win. Absolute bullshit, but... shoot that too fast. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I won with the energy drain team. That was terrible. Like, for how fast they were dying, some of them feel like they weren't dying fast enough. Like, the Quake, like, didn't kill anyone, and I only needed one kill, but nobody died. I don't know, that event... I mean, as I say, eliminator events are always trash, but that one felt even more messed up than usual. It's fun. At least it's over. The eliminator events, if you don't get them in the first try, can also take a very long time. Damn it. Not fall. Huh. A nice turbo. Lot of turbos actually. I'm also very close to dying. I don't even know what power up I got, but I'm just gonna absorb it. Anything that is an attack power up when you're first place, just absorb it. Comes the Quake, but... well, Quake deals quite some damage. I already knew that, but almost 30% against this specific one. Against others it might deal less. Only one more lap. Another Quake. I think it didn't reach me. I guess when you are too far ahead, it just doesn't matter. It reminds me of Crash Team Racing. That, you know, in games like that, you have items whose whole idea is to even the playing field. So that way, people that might be too good at the game, with the items, they are toned down a little bit. But in Crash Team Racing, items are so worthless against someone that plays well. So it's kinda like that here. If you have someone that is super fast, even a very good item like Quake is not gonna do anything. And if it's not a Quake, there is not really any other item that will let you go against the first place, so... like, the only tool in the game that you can use against the first place, if he's too far away, it just will not work. Pretty funny. But yeah. It's the way they... oh, we have a tournament, yeah. At this point, judging by the previous grid, it's probably gonna be 2 tournaments per grid. If it's just that, I don't really mind that much. As long as those 2 tournaments are only 6 races each. But I know that eventually that won't be the case. That will be very bad. Okay, what can you do? Well, in fact, today, since the 3 remaining grids are supposed to be the 3 phantom grids, I do wonder I can even beat them all. Yes, I can imagine the final Phantom Grid to be extremely long. Like to have multiple tournaments with a lot of races each. And I obviously hope that's not the case, but it's supposed to be the regular last grid. It will probably have a lot of annoying shit. I'm being hit non-stop by everything. By everything that can hit me. That explosion really distracted me, and I don't even know what the explosion was for. Fortunately, this one, not winning it on the first try. They just didn't stop shooting at me. Fucking bitches. Really hate when that happens. You are not allowed to go fast because you just keep getting hit. I mean, it's better than not being allowed to go fast for playing a slow category, but still annoying. Once you get first place and you can get away from them, there's nothing they can do. Give me Quake. That's also another thing that doesn't seem to be weighted at all in this game, which is depending on your position what items you get. Getting a Quake when you are first is like getting a bullet bill in Mario Kart when you are first. It's not a good idea. It's interesting that Wipeout tried to kinda take itself a little bit seriously in the competitive aspect. Even though even games like Mario Kart are even more competitive. I mean, if you remove the items, it certainly is. I think that in free races you have options to just remove the items. But with items it becomes even more random than Mario Kart. I mean, as long as you're playing against other people. You're just playing against the PC, well, the CPU. Not really. Another eliminator. Well, doesn't matter. That's another thing. As long as there is only 2 eliminators per grid, I'm also relatively okay with it. Not as good as having 0, but I'll take it. A lot of those corners really fuck me up. Oh, I don't know, I mean, the speed lap mode seems like something that they added at the last moment, because not having infinite laps and also having the first lap not being a rolling start seems pretty stupid. I mean, you can say that doing a rolling start is hard, but you already have autopilot. If you have the autopilot logic, you know, just make it go autopilot before the lap starts. team. That was some Tony Hawk shit. Grinding on the side. As long as you don't fall, you can do that. So I wonder how much crazy out of bounds shit there is in this game. Because considering that you can go off track easily, wonder how much of this you can skip. There are probably some specific places that you can go off track and maybe skip like half of the track. But I'm not gonna be the one to discover that. I don't know if this game is really played enough by speedrunners to have figured out complex stuff like that. Games like Mario Kart are so popular that people have learned how to cut through cracks while essentially leaving behind more than half of it. The Wipeout is definitely not even close to the popularity of something like Mario Kart, so I don't know if the speedrunners will be pretty interested. I mean, especially a game like this, that speedrunning a game like this is a pain in the ass. Like, it's one of those speedruns that you can barely even call a speedrun. It's more like just like a playthrough. Well, many speedruns are like that. There wouldn't be anything new, but yeah, I don't think it will be a very attractive title to speedrun. 14 seconds to spare. The time trials are certainly not getting any harder. Okay, we get a head-to-head. I'm assuming that if there is a second tournament, it's gonna be on the top left. The previous grid did something similar.
3, 2,
You had tournaments in some of the extremes, which makes it even weirder, because it's like they want you to actively avoid the tournaments. If you don't really care about going for all the goals like I'm doing right now, what you can very easily do is like ignore the tournaments altogether. You don't even need to play them. Just beat everything around it. Since the tournaments are on the extremes, you just leave them there to rot. So this might not be that easy of an event to beat. Like, beating this guy is obviously not a problem. That's absolutely free. But what might not be free is to not receive damage. But I already received damage, I mean, not dying. You cannot heal, there are no items. It's one of the very few events with no items. So dying here will be easier. I mean, I can drive carefully and this guy still won't reach me, so I don't think it's a problem, but like, if you have a very messy lap and you hit the walls a lot, that won't end well at all. Well, there's only one more lap remaining and I have 48%, so it will be more than enough. I mean, even if I kiss every single wall here, it should still be enough energy to survive until the end. It's crazy how easy head-to-head is, and even when you play so shitty like that, you still win. Well, and this is supposed to be hard difficulty, so yeah. Don't want to imagine the rest. Onto Eliminator again. Hopefully this one is not as messed up as the previous ones. Well, at least this track... Well, the track being easier doesn't necessarily mean that the Eliminator event is gonna be easier. If anything, probably the shorter a track is, the more chaotic it's gonna be with people collecting power-ups super fast. So it won't necessarily make the event easier, but we will see. Nice way of missing those. That guy behind me got Quake. A little bit unlucky. And wait, Piranha is already at 5? Well, it's reset time. But no, unfortunately it seems like this one will be as bad as the previous one. Damn it. The Eliminator event being essentially one of the only ones that is hard, and some other events like head-to-head being so free, it's very, very wild. Shouldn't be like that. It really feels like there was no testing. But you know, back when this game released, you can say that they have more of an excuse for the lack of testing. Because these games were supposed to be shit out very fast. In fact, the next game in the series released the following year. For the PlayStation 3, which was a new console at the time, so games like this had to release pretty quickly. Probably the reason why they died as franchises. Wouldn't be a surprise if the Eliminator mode was completely rushed. It's a possibility. I don't know why I saved that missile. Missile is never a good option. Well, unfortunately, we're getting extremely unlucky with the power-ups. Yeah, this is some next level bullshit. And Goteki is clearly not getting unlucky. Already at 8, that's so disgusting. Oh, this one is good, but I need to be closer to everyone else. I'm pretty far actually. Like around here. Yeah, that was good, but Goteki will probably win. Unless I get another one of those or a Quake, I'm not winning this. Okay, how am I not dead? I'm at 0%. Well, that's funny. It was a matter of crashing against anything. It will be enough to kill. No, unfortunately, luck is not getting much better. Even something like that I miss it. I knew who Oteki was as well. You know, very, very hard to tell. If only that killed one more. Oh, I think he got it, right? No, I got it, damn. So it did kill one more at the very end. That was very lucky. Damn. It's what you need to do. You gotta get that lucky. And that was super lucky. I mean, the fact that Goteki didn't even get one elimination at the end, and the fact that I got Quake, and also killed 3 with that Quake. Because, I mean, Quake is an amazing power-up, but in the previous Eliminator, I used one of them and I didn't kill anyone, even though everyone was ahead of me. So they did get hit by it, but that's the thing. It's not a guarantee, so the fact that I could kill 3 with the Quake was very lucky. Yeah, I guess Eliminator are the only events remaining that are not gonna be free. Tournaments can still be an issue because it's easy for you to get killed. And if you get killed in a tournament, it's not like a single race where you can just restart. No, you're just gonna like appear as last place in whatever race you die. They're not very nice. I'm hoping for no tournament on at the end of the left side of this grid. Just hoping, or more like hoping. No, there is one. So that's how it's gonna be, isn't it? 2 tournaments per grid. I don't like that. I mean, that most likely means I won't be able to clear all 3 Phantom grids today. I mean, I don't need to, I would like to. At least the grids that come afterwards are shorter, which could mean that I could beat them. Like, I could beat all 4 of them on the next stream, but I don't think that will be the case. I am curious to look, to see what I can expect from them. Well, in fact, after I'm done with this grid, I could just check, see mostly what they have to show. So maybe I should just wait until I'm done with the Phantom one. It's as I say, I don't know if I can be done with them today. Not if they are gonna have 2 tournaments per grid. This is not a good track to start using turbo. Very short track, and also aside from the big amount of corners, a lot of twists that if you use a turbo on them, you're gonna end up getting launch off track, like it already happened. Not like it matters for this time trial. It will probably matter for the tournament. Oh, I got the Eliminator skin. Oh, for all of the other ones. So I guess when you get enough loyalty with one of the brands, you should unlock everything else for everyone else. I mean, it's understandable because otherwise unlocking everything will be a pain in the ass, but in that case I wonder what reward you even get for getting enough loyalty in one brand. And once I get to full loyalty with Pfizer, what's gonna happen? And I wonder if I can get it before being done with all the grids. It's very possible, but I mean, it's most likely made specifically so when you're done with the game, you get full loyalty. It's still hard to tell. So then, this is such a fast track. I mean, any track that has a long straight is gonna be a fast track. Oh, there comes the Quake. No, it stopped. When a Quake doesn't hit you because it stops earlier, is when you know that you're gonna win the race. You will have to very royally fuck up to not win after that. Also, how is it going, Draenor? Just here going fast. Nothing more, nothing less. Also, did you know that someone that played my fan game today, there were some screens where the game would lag, which is pretty interesting. He was using a laptop, but it's pretty sad that that's the case, because I'm not sure how I will fix that. I say that it's because of how the game loads the sprites, but I don't know. The only problem with going faster than light is that you will always live in the shadows. Is that a quote from the Shadow movie? Sounds like the kind of edgy shit he will say. Or is it from somewhere else? That seems pretty... this is like something that Shadow the Hedgehog will say. Right. Wanted to play today, but I had some stuff coming up. Yeah, that's no problem. But yeah, don't worry, you're not gonna have the slowdown because in the area you already are, you will have had the slowdown there. So yeah. You don't gotta worry about performance. If you're already able to see the castle in zone 6 without slowdowns, the night wave ends in 2 weeks. I'm personally not interested in doing those type of time-limited events because I simply can't be asked. I did that a lot in Genshin Impact and honestly time-gated shit sucks. When I play, I just wanna play what I wanna play, you know? I mean, if it's something short, maybe like one of those alerts that has an Orokin reactor or whatever. But if it's something that requires multiple objectives like the Night Wave, no thanks. It might be more reliable to get items, but I simply don't wanna do it. You know? No, but that's the thing. You are focusing on the reward. I don't care about the reward. I care about what you gotta do, and I simply don't wanna do it. You know? It's like, you know, well, I'll keep comparing it with Genshin. You have daily quests in Genshin Impact that are about talking to NPCs that nobody likes, and they hope that they will remove them from the game. But the reward are primos, you know? So up until some point, people will put up with that. So I understand the reward is worth it, but I simply don't wanna do it. You know? That's the problem. Doing specific shit. I don't want the game to tell me, hey, I want you to do this with a hand tie behind your back and not using any abilities. No, I don't wanna do that. I don't. Don't need the rewards. But even more of a reason to not do them. There's only maybe 2 objectives like that. Well, there's 2 too many. Even if there's only 1 like that, it's already too much. I mean, that's the thing. I can put up with shit, like the shitty ass quests I wish I didn't do, because eventually that will unlock something I like doing. But that's just because I care about the steel path. I feel like anything that is not needed for steel path, I can be asked to do it. Even if they make you stronger, I just don't care. Like, I already suffer enough with the quest to keep doing stuff I don't wanna do. You know? Also, how is it going, Kyle? Well, to be fair, getting the Kuba weapon was also a pain in the ass. But that was also something that I needed for the steel path. So, you know, it was for a good cause. Wait, I'm about to die. That's not good. This is shit you can get over time. Yeah, no, I understand that. But I personally prefer the alert system simply because how should I put it? I mean, it's mostly about the speed. Like, you can miss an alert, and missing a nice alert sucks. Especially if it's an alert that plays when you are sleeping. But it's a single mission. Sometimes that single mission sucks, that's also true. But it's something that doesn't take much. But yeah, doing those objectives does take a little bit. And it's not the only thing that I don't like that is like supposed to be on a weekly basis. I also don't like, for example, that thing that you do, that you get the shards, that you do 5 times weekly. I don't like that either. Wait, I'm not checking the standings here. I don't even know what race this is. I'm gonna assume it's safe to skip. Like, that's a very big assumption, though. Well, it was safe to skip, but it's not the last race, so I need to not skip the next one. Think you misunderstand how it works? I mean, for what I've seen, they are objectives you complete. I see them on the navigation shit. You complete like different objectives, and if you get 100 points, you get the reward. The minimum position I need here. Probably 4th place. I mean, getting 3rd place is fine too. Yeah, if you will stop shooting. These guys are not leaving me alone. I'm gonna read how it works later. I need to not lose. I don't need to win, but losing will make me lose the whole tournament. Wait, and now that I think about it, okay, I gotta be careful with the health. I wasn't paying attention to that. Gotta be very careful with that. Two quakes in a single race. Alright, and this should be it. Alright. It keeps giving you quests after finishing the previous one, and the objectives are just completing shit or killing shit. You can buy all the alerts reward from there. All I'm saying is that I don't like shit that is timed, that you need to do periodically in a specific amount of time. I don't like the concept of weekly stuff or bi-weekly stuff or whatever. Like, I don't like the obligation that they... I mean, you are not forced to do them. But what I don't like is the idea behind that. The idea behind doing it a routine. That's what I don't like. It's simply that. Regardless of how it works. I just don't like daily, weekly, or whatever shit. I just don't. I mean, it's a very big reason why I stopped playing the gacha games I used to play. Yeah, I understand that it's not like the Genshin Impact things, I know. I just don't like things that tell me, hey, you better do this before that, or, you know. The quests aren't time-gated. Yeah, but the objective is time-gated. They are supposed to get 100 points before it resets. Otherwise, what's the point of saying that you have 3 weeks left? At that point, just remove the limit if there is no limit. I'm pretty sure there is a limit. The progress gets saved. So what's the point of calling it weekly? New quests got added daily and weekly. I don't think I understand. Well, it's fine. I mean, if it's not a limit to when you need to do the quest, it's fine. But yeah, I guess if I'm understanding right, then you can get the points wherever you want. And that was such a bad result. What the hell? I get that I wasn't paying full attention, but come on, dude, that was terrible. 5th place, my ass. I'm not gonna do 5th place on the first track. You out of your mind? I don't wanna redo this race again, so I'm gonna focus. So last time, like, it's the same shit as always. It's this asshole shooting and just slowing me down, and then that makes it so other assholes keep shooting at me and they keep slowing me down. Man, I wish I could get a Quake every time I start, but thanks for the Quake, appreciate it. Now I just need healing, because that might be close to death. It is close. Okay, I'm dead. I really hate you all, you know? That's a recipe for salt. Wait, I'm gonna read that later because I'm getting salty. Not because of that, I'm getting salty because of this shit. Cannot be that this stupid ass race is taking me this long. Just a normal race, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Come on. Being this low on health, not a good signal. That will be fine now. 1.4. Yeah, this should be enough. I guess, well, I can read, but that's a lot of text. Yeah, with this speed, I don't think I can casually read that. Have to be when I finish this race. Also doesn't help that it's hot. The heat really pisses me off even more. Like, the heat is a multiplier for salt. If I'm already salty, heat is gonna make it worse. And today it's quite hot. That should be it. So, it didn't either at first. The thing that happens in 14 days is a full reset. The duration of an eye where you can easily naturally get to max level. On a weekly basis they introduce other items to the shop. Wait, hold up. I feel like there is a contradiction here. You're saying that progress gets saved, but then you say the thing that happens in 14 days is a full reset. So, does your progress save or not? Like, I'm getting mixed signals here.
Shield active.
Yes, even if you say that 2 weeks is a lot of time, and I mean it is, that's still the weekly shit progress gets saved. The weekly, this is like a new season starting. Honestly, I will have to read because I really don't understand. I'm sorry, but I don't understand the way you explain it. I will have to look it up on the wiki or something, because I'm just not sure of what gets saved and what doesn't. I mean, it's okay, because I'm probably not gonna do it anyways. Just that it was just for the sake of the argument, but it's fine. I mean, if your progress doesn't ever reset, then it's fine by me. I don't mind. Really? It's like a new season starting. Seasons are like half a year. So when the season changes, your progress also change? Well, change as in resets. Well, if it's half a year, it's more understandable, I guess. Yeah, basically, okay. If that's the case, that you can just keep your progress for half a year, it's whatever. I don't mind. Like, it's something that if there is an objective that I don't think it's too shitty, I could be like, yeah, I'll do it. It's just something that I wouldn't actively do as a chore. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I wake up, what I should do. Oh, I know, I should do Warframe weekly. No. That's something that I don't like. But yeah, if it's not like that, then no problem. I just play it whenever there is an objective you like, you know? Yeah, that's fine. This season was 4 months. Yeah, that's still an acceptable amount of time. I don't mind it there either. For some reason, this is once again one of those races I don't stop getting hit, huh? Is that how it's gonna be? Well, at least the first place is right there, but... Wake. That one, I don't think I will dodge it. Oh, I did dodge it, damn. And I guess the thing about Quake is that it goes the same speed regardless of the speed class you are playing, so in Phantom class it's probably a lot easier to run away from the Quake, because you are going faster but the Quake is not. The game has other weeklies. Yeah, I know, like the Netra cells. Well, first of all, tonight I'm not gonna play anything because Because yeah, it's one of those days that I use the night just to take a shower and go to sleep. But yeah. Regardless of that, yeah, I don't like that sort of weekly stuff. I don't like it because it feels like a chore, that's the thing. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that you are like, hey, why don't we do this? And like, it's just a random idea to play something of the game. It just feels like an actual chore, you know? Because regardless of how much I might like the mission or not, the fact that you have to do it 5 times, again, you don't have to. The game doesn't force you. But I just don't like that. Like, it's not a problem to like do it once in a while to be like, oh, what about if we just play this game? Or like, yeah, why not, right? But doing something like that weekly 5 times, nah. Like, that's, as I say, the sort of stuff that made me quit the gachas that I played. Well, ironically, not Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact I just quit because of the fucking shitty ass story it has. At some point it was too much to handle. When your story is that shit and what's even worse, you cannot skip it. You can shove it right up your ass, which is the only place it belongs. But yeah, the rest of the gachas that I play, which are actually just 2 of them, it's KOF All-Star and Nike. Those I stopped playing them because I just wasn't having fun doing daily and weekly shit. Like, it just feels like having a second job, so no thanks. It's a shame, dude. If Genshin Impact story wasn't so fucking shit, probably would still be playing it by now. Which, I mean, might be a bad thing depending on how you look at it. But yeah. Alright, this... Hold up. Depending on who gets first place on the next one, I can skip the next 2 races. Okay, let me do the trick that I did at some point, which is letting the race go for a little bit and then skipping. Because this means that the first place is probably gonna be someone different. Correct, and I can skip the next one now and I will still win because 23 plus 8 is 31 and that's still below my score, so hey. At least this managed to be a 4-race tournament, so I'm glad for that. And we're back to the grid. Nice. A Phantom Grid 3 starting with a head-to-head, no problem. Especially with how big of a deal the rewards are, and in my opinion using shards in your builds means they are basically locking content behind weeklies. At least they do introduce more sources over time to get more naturally. But as an MMO gamer I get shafted quite a lot by weekly shit. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I think that at this point, regardless of how time consuming or how much of a pain in the ass or not it is, like, I'm just like organically opposed to weekly or daily or whatever stuff. Like, it's just something that kinda like I just get a repulsion from it that is automatic. So yeah, really not a fan of that. Then I remember when there was times, and it's so crazy, like when I used to play Warframe like 10 years ago or something, the fact that sometimes someone in the Skype group will be like, hey, there is an alert with Orokin Reactor. It's something that I already mentioned, but those situations, like, that will be unthink of right now for me. Like, someone says that, and it's like, yeah, alright. You know, go without me. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, you can shove the Orokin reactor up your ass, but I will be too aggressive. But yeah, no thanks. I'll play when I wanna play, essentially. If I wanna play, I'll play. And I'll play what I wanna play. Fun weekly is fine, assuming there are ways to get those rewards just by playing games and not be complete bullshit to do. That's why I like the Nightwave system, because you know you can just buy the shit out of the shop. Yeah, I'm assuming that it's not a bad system if it doesn't rely on time that much. Because yeah, time-gated stuff is just shit, no matter what. Well, in fact, man, I still can't believe it. Like, this is probably the third time that I say it, but I just keep saying it out of, like, being so surprised that's the way it works. That the collab skins in Fortnite are things that last for like a couple weeks and then you will never get them again unless they somehow decide to rerun them. That's so fucked up. I mean, it's not different from how Genshin does stuff either. There were characters in Genshin Impact that if you didn't roll for the banner, they wouldn't appear for like the next year. There weren't that many cases, but one case is already one too many. And like that sort of time-gated shit is so fucking, well, shit. Like, it's unbelievable. I mean, at least with something like Fortnite, maybe they can have the excuse that the licenses are temporary, which wouldn't make any sense because the things that are in the game are still in the game. Like, the people that bought that stuff can use it whenever they want, so I doubt that it's a license thing, but yeah, with Genshin Impact you don't even have that excuse. Like, you're just doing it because you're a bitch, essentially. But yeah, most gacha are like that. You get something, and that's something that you get, it won't appear again until God knows how much time. Yeah, I guess there is a reason, like, when someone first time in chat mentioned FOMO, I was like, what the fuck is FOMO? Because I never heard that acronym before. But yeah, there is a reason why something that might seem as specific as fear of missing out is an acronym. Because these fucking companies do it so much that people already, well, a bunch of people at least have grown tired of this shit. I know I have. I missed the anime AK skin on Call of Duty and it hasn't come back in the shop yet. Yeah, that sort of stuff is so scummy. But yeah. I mean, a lot of times I try not to sound like a caricature, right? But this sort of shit did not happen with games before. This is the sort of shit that only with the advent of internet and, well, the obvious incorporation of internet into video games, it has done this shit. I mean, you have exceptions like Pokemon. Pokemon is quite an old game and did time-gated shit. And not just time gated, it was also place gated. Oh, we already have 2 tournaments. Bad signal. If there are more tournaments on the right side, this is gonna suck balls. Big reason nowadays game dev companies hire psychologists. Yeah, very big reason why at some point players are gonna hire hitmen as well. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they deserve it, but you know, someone's gotta make an example. I'm kidding. Yeah, Yami, I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Don't call the glowies on me. I'm not gonna do anything stupid, okay? There you go. Glowy's shoe. Shoe, get away. I should say it as a show. I was just talking about hitmen in Minecraft, of course. We are talking about the Minecraft experience. Don't worry about it. There's some involved. No, I'm not involved in anything. Don't worry about it. So something that I'm surprised is that, well, it's probably because it's Japan, but with how many manga authors have done so many fucking shit endings for their manga, I'm surprised none of them got a crazy fan trying something. I realize that it's Japan, so usually the chances of that happening are lower. But with how shit some of the endings are, like, someone that is reading that and it's not right in the head can be like, alright, where does this guy live? You know? There has been the Kyoani incident, but that's not something related to writing being shit or whatever. For what I understand, I mean, well, obviously to do an atrocity like that, you have to have a mental illness or no matter what. But that wasn't because of writing. That was because the guy, for what I understand, thought that Kyoani plagiarized something that he did. In his twisted mind, he thought that they were plagiarizing and not giving him any credit for something that I have no clue what it is. So it wasn't because of bad writing. It was just for, you know, some schizo reason. I mean, then again, you will have to be mentally ill regardless to do something against an author regardless of the reason, but yeah, just surprised that it hasn't happened yet for shit writing. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be assassination. It can just be someone leaving I don't know, a stink bomb in their mail. Which, I mean, it's not like it's something nice, obviously, but at worst it's like an annoying prank. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think there have been cases like that. With video game companies, I know that there have been cases, especially in China, that people don't like something that happens in the game and they do some interesting stuff, to say the least. Really think those kind of people leave their house? Well, I mean, the Kiwani guy definitely left his house. You know? I understand that they were different circumstances, but... You know... Just because you're mentally ill doesn't mean that you cannot leave your house to do something bad. So yeah. No, as I was saying, with video game companies, there have been cases. Like, I remember something that I think I will never be able to forget. About Genshin Impact, there is a character called Scaramouche that is an absolute asshole. It's a very shitty character. That doesn't matter, or I guess it matters for what I'm about to tell, but the thing is that this character, a lot of people hate him, especially when MiHoYo decided to redeem him and make him a good guy despite him being like a genocide asshole. Like, they still did it because, you know, money. And regardless of that, at some point, they pair him with another character that is kind of like the opposite. It's a character that is super beloved, which is Nahida. And when they did that, a lot of Chinese players, because for some reason I don't know why Scaramouche is associated with cats, so some Genshin players were on a killing spree, but a killing spree against cats. They just randomly murder cats just to, you know, just because of that Scaramouche thing. But yeah. I don't know in Japan, but in China, that sort of unhinged shit for game companies happens. Loser behavior. I mean, I think saying loser is a little bit of I don't think it's the appropriate word. That's just psycho stuff. Like, saying loser will be an insult to losers. You know? Like, that's just psycho shit. Like, that's the stuff that should land you on a psycho ward. As you know. Losers, well, the word loser is also very subjective, I guess. But some people that might consider themselves losers are simply for lack of self-esteem. These people are not about that. These people are just in a different level. The appropriate words will be against TOS. You think so? Well, I personally think that the word psycho, well, that's a short for psychopath, of course, will be appropriate. Because I understand that psychopath is not an insult, and in cases like this you will probably want to use an insult, but yeah, I think psychopath is, you know, gets the idea across nicely. But also, you gotta keep in mind, I mean, this is not to justify what they do or anything like that, but you gotta understand there is kind of a different culture in China when it comes to animals, especially domestic animals. Like, in a lot of countries, like European countries and, well, countries in the Americas, it's usually universally agreed that animals with a certain degree of intelligence, or at least of perceived intelligence, like dogs, cats, horses, that it's immoral to kill them. unless it's to put them down because they are about to die or they are suffering or whatever, right? But I don't think that countries like China have that same philosophy with animals. At least not those animals. Maybe they have it with other animals. But it's also something that is not just China. Like, for example, here, eating cow meat is something super common. You know, well, in fact, the country I live in is probably one of the biggest cow meat consumers in the world. But in a country like the India, for example, that will be unthinkable. Cows are sacred. Like, eating cow meat is like almost as bad as murdering someone. So yeah. I think that in this case, there is a bit of a cultural clash. I am obviously not defending killing cats. I'm just saying that some people in China might not view cats or dogs the same way that we see them. And there is another tournament of 12 races. Well, what I can guarantee you is that I'm not gonna beat the other grid today. There is just no way. Why do you have to be like that? 3 tournaments and one of them is 12 races. What a dipshit. Yeah, this isn't YouTube. I mean, you can also say curse words in YouTube. Like, my videos don't get muted for me saying curse words. Oh, but unless you mean the chat. Yeah, well, the chat automatically mutes you. Not mutes you, like deletes your message if it detects a word they don't like. Team, that was gold by 10 milliseconds. That's crazy. Hey, don't worry about it. Doesn't happen here. So it is whatever.
3, 2, 1, go.
On the other hand, I'm still tempted at some point to switch to streaming on YouTube. The biggest turn-off is how shit the chat is. Like, it's so bad. It's so shit. But Twitch really seems like right now, outside of a couple categories, I don't think it's really giving me any benefit. I couldn't even use the chat. I think it requires you to do an authentication or some shit like that to use the chat, which kinda sucks. Well, in Twitch, you can configure it as a streamer so that only people that verified with a cell phone can chat. It's something completely optional. Not a problem. Every lap was faster than the previous one, nice. Well, actually, no, never mind. Only from the... Or wait, no. No, it is, right? Yeah, actually, yeah, each lap was faster than the previous one. Well, that's pretty cool. Like it when that happens. I have to do it each time too. Oh, really? And that's even more fucked up than I thought. You really have to do it each time? I will assume that that's only something that some channels have, right? I will expect that it wouldn't be like that. Maybe it is like that. I mean, the solution, I'll tell you what the solution will be. The solution will be using Restream, but as I say multiple times, their servers are trash. So it's not an option to me. I'm glad for the people that it is an option for. But I'm not one of them. Just multi-stream directly. I've been thinking that, but I don't think it's as simple as you might think it is. Like, I will have to investigate, but I'm pretty sure it's more than, you know, just restream, bro. I mean, or just multi-stream. I will look it up. I mean, the biggest problem is not the PC itself, but rather the bandwidth. So far, my internet has been working well, and theoretically, I have more than enough bandwidth to do something like that. But I'm not sure. I guess I could try it. I didn't kill a single one with the shockwave. Oh, a quake. Nice. Here I kinda have to wait behind. There are a lot of people behind. I think that's the last one though. Wow. Another quake? No way. And it didn't kill a single competitor. That's very not nice of you. If I could get another one right away now, that would be asking for too much. Got a shockwave. I killed one. I didn't realize I had the shooting. I can't believe that happened. I used the shockwave right before dying, so I think it didn't even count. Well, that's a shame. We're still in it, bro. Not for long at this rate. I keep fucking missing. It'll be even worse. And there are two people that are ahead of me. They really not block that quake? I think I didn't. Well, this is a triple tie. I think the same thing happened again. I used the shockwave when someone killed me. That's so unlucky, dude. The quake killed someone, but I need one more. Everyone is here apparently. I can't believe that didn't work. I think it's because I was too far. Well, there is another quake. This should work, and it does work. Oof, man, these eliminator events are way too close. I can investigate as well since it's been some time since I done it. It's something that we could check. But I don't know if you need 2 instances of OBS. Because for what I understand, OBS only allows you to stream to a single endpoint. So you will probably need 2 instances of OBS or a different program. Oh, there is a plugin? Okay, well, yeah. It will simulate like having 2 instances. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think the PC is gonna be a problem. It's the bandwidth, the one that I think might be the most annoying part. I'm about to die, dude. What sort of... What a shit start, dude. No, I don't wanna continue the tournament. Are you mental? Or what? Unbelievable.
3, 2,
Yeah, I wish that just like Suma Revenge, if you die on the first thing, you just immediately restart without any problem. But since this game allows you to skip races, technically you can just skip the first one with no issues. Just that there is not any reason to do that. Unless you already know the tracks and you want to specifically avoid the first one, there's absolutely no reason to do it. Yeah, I feel like, talking about YouTube, I think that my reach in YouTube is a lot bigger. Even with the videos that I don't bother to edit. I don't know if streaming at the same time will ruin that or not. Hopefully not. But you know that there is also something that I don't like about YouTube, and it's that it separates live streams and videos. So there are a lot of live streams that I will normally consider part of a full playthrough that will be put in a completely separate part than a video that might not be like that. So until YouTube changes that, I'm not sure how I will handle it personally. Not a big fan of that. I mean, you can technically just re-upload the whole stream as a video, but that feels like an absolute waste. You will have the same shit twice, it's just that one as a live stream and the other one as a video. But yeah, doesn't seem like a very good idea. Another thing that happens on YouTube is that it's also a lot easier for unwanted people to come into the stream chat. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't because of the bigger reach, I would say that streaming on YouTube is completely worthless. But a lot of people just prefer consuming content on YouTube and not touch Twitch with a 10-foot pole, or 10 feet pole. Like, a lot of people are like that. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what Twitch is, even if they watch YouTube videos that are essentially a Twitch re-upload. But since they are familiar with YouTube, like, they can be asked to visit Twitch, and it's pretty understandable. There's also, well, another interesting thing about YouTube is that it tells you, well, Twitch also tells you, well, yeah, I don't know what my point was, actually. I was gonna say what's the nationality of the people that watch you. And in YouTube, most people are American. Yeah, but then, looking at chat here, the only American is Wasabi, well, and Blue. That hasn't shown up in a while, but still, it counts. So you wouldn't think that my main audience are Americans, but in YouTube they are. It's cool. Yeah, I miss Blue posting school. It's okay. I'm about to die, actually, that's very bad. Okay, man, it's the second to last lap. Fuck. At least health-wise I'm better now. Smells like a very shitty position to end on. Oof. That turbo could have ended badly. I mean, that's still a shitty position though. 4th place is trash. And that also will not allow me to really skip any race probably. Well, there goes that. Fuck that track, I guess.
3, 2, 1.
But yeah. Actually, pretty interesting to see in terms of audience. That just like most things in life, they come and go. You have a lot of people that been here for a while, and then they aren't. A lot of times it's, you know, it's just something that like it doesn't have any complex explanation. You should stop being interesting, or you stop playing what they enjoy watching you play. Then retaining audiences hard. It's fine. So something that I also seen is that there is a lot of people out there that for what it seems a larger number than you would expect, that should use view bots in Twitch to be able to appear higher in the list, and you know after that they end up getting an actual audience. It's messed up, but there's nothing that you can do about it because it's impossible to prove. Not to mention that they are technically not bothering anyone else, I guess. You can say that they are bothering the people that are trying to compete without bots, but it's whatever. But in fact, lately, I don't know if it's for trolling or what, but seems that a lot of times Forsen stream gets voted for like 30k viewers all of a sudden, and then as soon as it ends it goes back to, like, it removes those 30k immediately. Like, it's someone that either hates Forsen or just wants to troll, because it's very obvious. It's not very subtle at all. I'm about to die. Oof. That didn't kill me as much as I would hope. This is the last lap. If I could only hold up for a little bit more. If I keep kissing the walls, I'm not gonna hold up. Okay. In 4th place again, dude. Oh no, it was third. Well, okay. It's better. And this difference... Wait, the next one is the last race. This is 5 out of 6. And if that guy gets 8 points, he gets 32. So I can actually skip the last race. I will. Obviously. Well, give me the trophy. Give it to me now. Alright, so you have 2 tournaments, an eliminator, and a time trial. I guess I can do the time trial, then I can do the other 6 race tournament, then the eliminator, and then the 12 race tournament. I think the most fucked up shit is the... like, the progress is slowing down. Instead of 3 grids per stream, it's 2. Like, come on, dude. Like, 3 is already low enough when there are 20 in total. 2 is just insane. I really will have to check what comes after the Phantom thing, just to see what I'm gonna be expecting. I mean, assuming they let you enter without beating the Phantom thingies. Because if they are DLC grids, I will assume that they are available from the get-go. Or maybe not, maybe even being DLCs they are not available. I mean, that's something that... I'm not sure exactly when it became a standard, but essentially, at some point, if you get a DLC of whatever you get, everything related to that DLC is fully unlocked in the game. even if for other characters you still have to do some other stuff to get whatever it is that you need to get, for DLC characters you get everything. Because otherwise it feels like you got scammed. Since DLCs, well, nowadays at least cost money. But that's the thing, back then they didn't cost money. Like, these DLCs are free. So maybe those final events will need to be unlocked by progressing normally. Again, assuming those are DLC grids. Maybe they are not and I'm just making that up. But it feels weird that after the Phantom tournaments there will be something else. Especially when the last Phantom grid is what it is, which is like not having any clear objective, just doing everything there is to do. I kinda wanna check now actually, but no, I'm gonna first finish this and then we will check it. I don't think it's a stretch to say that those 3 remaining events will take the rest of the stream to be beaten. As I say the other day, one thing I can guarantee you is that this game, I'm not gonna play the sequel of this game anytime soon. I'm just gonna play another racing game, which for now it will be Sega Rally Championship, but I mean it will also be One Gun Midnight, mostly because of the one, like that game that released in early access today. It feels like I need to get into the franchise. Problem is that most One Gun Midnight games are in Japanese, and some of them are online stuff. What the hell? That was weird. And some of them are online only stuff, so you cannot even play them. Because they are supposed to be arcade games, of course. It seems like it will be a good idea, maybe. I mean, I could do that after playing initially. Like, the order could easily be Sega Rally Championship Initial D and then One Gun Midnight. We will see. That was the last lap, I wasn't even paying attention. There is a lot of investigation to do for those games. At least now, like most games I remember them being for the PS2 and the PS3. That was a problem with the previous PC, but it should not be a problem for this one. That's pretty good too. So there are a lot of PlayStation 3 games that are still not playable in the emulator. So usually the games that tend to not be playable are games that use like the console to its maximum. Like games like Uncharted, well, made by Sony themselves, of course. So something like One Gun Midnight, I don't think it will be a problem. They also are not supposed to be extreme graphic-wise, so I think it should be fine. There is some investigation to do for that. We will see. I think it's essentially the last like very big racing franchise that I haven't played. There are a lot of other cool racing games out there, but I think that most of them I play them. Not completely, because for example for Need for Speed I still have to play the most popular ones. And you know, things like Initial D, there are still like 5 games that I haven't played, but those are games that I played at least one game of their franchises. On the other hand, I haven't played a single One Gun Midnight game. That's something that has to change. You know, call myself a racing game fan and not having played that. In terms of racing games, there are so many of them that I have yet to play on stream. I think that the Need for Speed series is the biggest example. You also have a lot of the Gran Turismo games that I haven't played on stream at all. There's just a lot of shit. Also, why am I in last place? I know that I fell multiple times, but then this is an outrage. Why am I doing so badly? Yeah, that corner seems to just be hard to execute. At least the first place is right there. That's also something that I don't really need to worry about. But you know what? Go fuck yourself, game. That was pretty rude. Hey, that was extremely rude. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. I was out to say something, but you can go suck a cock. What a piece of shit. I should have saved the Quake and used it at last. The last moment. There is also a lot of games on stream that I wouldn't be able to play them yet, because I'm in summer. And I mean, that probably is not gonna be a problem for this computer, but it will be a problem for me. So I will have to wait until January disappears. Well, and February gets at least like halfway through. It's gonna be impossible to survive otherwise. All those weapons and you still cannot keep up. very sad. Would feel ashamed if I were you. All that bullshit and you still cannot take me out of the first place. You kinda suck. A little bit. All of you. Wait, what race am I even in? I didn't even check the standing. I mean, I hate when the game doesn't really make an effort at showing you the standings in a way it doesn't suck. I mean, in fact, at the beginning I thought that the game didn't even show you the standings of the tournament. And for some reason you have to wait instead of being able to see them right away. I mean, I guess it was made that way, so you don't need to do an extra button press in order to go to the next race. And I mean, I understand that, but I still think it's shitty, basically. It's one of those UI issues. The hardest thing about Phantom is definitely not winning the race, it's surviving. But sometimes when you get hit a lot, winning the race is also hard. And mostly surviving is a little bit messed up. Okay, let me actually see the standings now. 8 plus 29 is it's actually 37. Then if it was a little bit less, I would be able to skip it. Why is it not a little bit less? We'll be able to just skip this race. I mean, if I hadn't gotten 4th place in one of the previous one, I definitely will be able to. It did not happen. So yeah, it is what it is. The best things to do in summer in terms of streaming will either be games like this that are very repetitive, so I don't need to hear anything new, or I wanna be the guy fun games, but specifically the ones that are like needle games, so you will be listening to the same song over and over again. That way I also don't need to listen to it. I mean, I always saw I Wanna Be the Guy fan games as summer games, but it was because of my computer not being able to handle anything else, or well, anything else no, but most other things in summer. But right now the one that cannot handle it is me. My body just cannot handle the heat. I can't handle the heat literally. It's a little bit of a problem. Something tells me that this will be a reset. This is smelling like a reset right now. We have 0 kills. The rush is almost halfway through. Yeah, it will be a reset, correct? Obviously.
Prepare to eliminate.
I wish I knew how the shockwave works. I more or less get the gist of it, but I don't think it's that easy to understand exactly what it does. Wonder how common it will be for everyone to tie. Or we have a triple tie. Imagine everyone having 2 points. Theoretically it shouldn't be. I mean, I guess it is a rare occurrence, but it's not like statistically it's that rare. Just low odds. Can I? That quake definitely did something. That missile actually eliminated the guy in front of me. That was most likely a kill steal though. Because it happened right after a shockwave hit someone. That shockwave didn't hit anyone, well, didn't kill anyone. Getting cut out of a lot of powers that are powerful. I'm just not using them properly. if that kills someone. I'm on the lead, but these guys are slowly approaching. Oh, need one more. Yeah, that Triactis guy is getting way too close. So it's not like the ones behind are too far behind. Give it. Okay, I need to save that shockwave for when I see more of this. Okay, here. A little bit closer. There. Nice. Okay. Doesn't tell you if you have more kills, like more than 10, if you get another one after the last one. It's hard to tell if anyone else died. I'm pretty sure they can die. You just wouldn't know. Alright. This is potentially the last event that I'm gonna do for today, because it's 12 races, dude. It's a lot. Setting up multi-stream is quite easy. I'm streaming on 2 channels at the same time at the moment. And what are you streaming? Are you streaming that fishing game? Or maybe just testing shit? I still, as I say, don't know what I will do with YouTube treating streams and videos separately. That to me is probably the biggest turn off. Like after solving the technical issues, of course. And nice dead. You somehow think I'm gonna continue the tournament like that? Come on, bro. So this is a very hard track to start the tournament with, which, I mean, I'm glad, because if it ended with this one, it would be, well, maybe it wouldn't be worse, because you probably will skip it anyways. At least it's not the reverse version of this shit. It definitely could be worse. Like, these corners are so tight. Doesn't help when you use the turbo badly. The first place is right here, so cannot be that bad. Shielded against the quake. That at this point I gain enough distance anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. That was weird. Receiving so much damage. I mean, I'm obviously crashing like a moron, but you don't absorb power-ups. Hitting this race is a problem. I don't know how stuff works on the YouTube side of things, but for Twitch I can at the very least help. You can make multiple scenes for multiple outputs and shit. I don't think that's something I will do. Like, I will have the exact same feed in both platforms if I were to do it. It should just be the same stuff. I mean, the idea of doing it in 2 platforms is simply to, as I say, have a bigger reach, but that's about it. Wow, that... I got Mario Kart right there. That was so bullshit, it's crazy. Like, that was Mario Kart. Can't believe it, dude. And then these guys want you to take this game seriously as a competitive game. Fucking Mario Kart party bullshit. This Mario Kart is self-aware. God damn it. And nothing I could have done either. I mean, I could have dodged the mine, but not easily. Like that track is very narrow and you're going too fast. Dodging something like that is not trivial at all. And unfortunately, with a result like that, I think that skipping races will be impossible. Such a bizarre track. It's relatively slow in the sense that it's a lot of very slow corners, but the way you take them, you are technically going at full speed in the sense that I'm not really braking. I mean, I'm using the air brakes, but I'm not lifting the accelerator or anything like that. Just full throttle and you can get them. I think it's mostly because of the way these corners are twisted. It definitely helps. Right. Be right back, sure. I'll just be doing this tournament anyway. Not much to miss here. Oh, it would be pretty nice if the last Phantom grid was nothing but tournaments. Every single event is a tournament. That will be something. Something completely bullshit, that is. I wouldn't put it past them. To absorb as much as I can. No, not in fear of the guys behind me, but in fear of crashing. But this is also an extremely short track. They say some other day, probably the shortest one in the game. Alright. Still not unlocking anything for loyalty, even though technically I keep feeling those loyalty bars. It's like my loyalty is not gonna be very rewarded after all. I mean, I will assume that when you feel every single bar, you are gonna get something out of it. Why am I going so slow? I know I hit a lot of mines, but come on, dude. Like, is the slowness something that stacks? That's super fucked up. If getting hit by all that shit wasn't enough. Wait, what happened there? Did I get hit by a power-up? That wasn't a natural blow. I got killed. Well, the problem is that if I get killed like this, it's gonna be impossible to win this garbage. What's the standings? It's a triple tie. Why not? That's better than I thought. But... And this is so infuriating.
3, 2,
Stupid ass tournament. Yeah, I guess those are the skips. You gotta look at it that way, I guess. Just spinning, but I'm also spinning. Or rather, my car is spinning. Spinning in his grave. I'm getting killed. I don't like that. This is a tournament. You cannot get killed randomly. You cannot just retry a race here. These guys make sure you get hit over and over again. Got any decent companions? I have a Helios. I'm not gonna change that though. I don't really care that much about companions. I mean, I guess I could care about the build to use, but I'm gonna keep Helios if possible. It's the only thing I will need is a build for the weapon or whatever. Well, and what weapon as well. Okay, aside from that, not much more. Yeah, some bond mods, I guess. Just that I don't know which ones they are, and I don't even know if I have them, but something that we can work on. That was my fault. Like, you know, really blame the Quake there. The Quake already came when I crashed. That didn't work. It's terrible. These results are so bad. Well, I'm still first somehow, but this is just not good. I can't believe this tournament is kicking my ass so much. This is supposed to be an easy track, but I also almost died here, if not outright died on this one, so I think being an easy track is gonna make that much for me. Oh, that's an interesting interaction. So when you have a shield, it doesn't save you from the damage that you get from falling. I mean, it makes sense, but it's not something immediately obvious. But it's good to know. Not like the damage that you get from falling is super elevated or anything like that. It's still damage, and if you're about to die, it's gonna hurt, of course. Wait, okay, that wasn't falling, that was like a warp to avoid clipping or something. Damn, that was pretty weird. You roll 5 sixes. Well, congratulations. Why don't you use that luck to roll for ribbon? See what combinations you get. Ribbon so much. You just let fate give you a good one. But yeah, but what if fate right now wants to give you a good one? How will you know? Why are there so many mines? Is everyone getting mines or what? Man, that was so unlucky. So how to activate shield, but that asshole used Quake before This is also such a bad position. I can't believe that this 12 race tournament is actually gonna be close. And not because I skip races, but because I simply am not ranking well in these races. This is unbelievable. What are the standings? Alright, Ishietz is essentially the one that is the closest. I didn't check. Wait, 5th position? It said 4th. Like, I'm pretty sure it said 4th when I closed the finish line. I crossed the finish line. No, not close. You don't close the finish line. It remains open for the rest of the racers. Oh, that's... He hit me with the plasma ball. The odds of that happening are very low, and that's precisely why it deals so much damage. It's insane that so much shit is owning me here. Just absorbing everything I can. We're back in business and in first place to boot. We're fine now, back to 100% and on first place. Okay, you try shooting, asshole, I have a shield. That was a bad time to use the turbo. I thought the finish line was right there. You know, there were still a couple more corners. Damn it. It seems that it's gonna be smooth sailing for this race at least. I can use it there. I need a saw name suggestion. I don't know what a saw is. You could start by telling me that. You know?
3, 2, 1.
A sword? Why don't you name it Excalibur? It isn't enough that there is already a warframe called Excalibur. You can have a sword called Excalibur. You name it Shunk already? Then why the fuck do you ask? God damn it. What's the first word that come to my mind? Bro, I hate to break it to you, but Shunk is not a word. I mean, it might be a word in Grenier, but it certainly is not a word in English. Well, I wonder what happens if you put it in Google Translate. If it will detect a language. It's a name. It's a name in your country, or what type of name are we talking about? I mean, I wouldn't know how people there are called, so maybe that's the case. Be another terrible result, it seems. Especially, damn it, dude, this is so fucked up. Oh, Initiates got first. He's still behind because he did terrible in the previous one, but this is gonna be so close for no reason. Just some random shit I made up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nice. Very nice. Well, if I manage to be first place here, there is a possibility I can skip the next race, but I don't know. Would be nice to at least be able to skip one race, in spite of all that. Because at this rate, I'm just gonna skip this race by dying. Okay, let's not think about the next race, let's think about this one first. Mostly recover health. Mostly. I get first place with now almost full health, but that was so bad. It was pretty much a straight line, and the turbo heal didn't do what I wanted. We were doing arbitration the other day, I rolled a bad roll and got a fire debuff on me till I killed like 30 guys, and you kept stealing all my kills? Damn. Well, there's not much I can say except get fucked. That's what you get for playing a random Warframe. Also, yeah, I can skip the next race and, well, we will be done with this shit. So that's good. We're out. We're out with the gold medal. Alright. Well, first of all, I want to see what to expect here. There doesn't seem like there's anything weird. I will want to see the tournaments. So you have one tournament there, a 12 tournament there, and okay, so it's just like the previous one, 6, and 12. And what about these other ones? Yeah, okay. These are additional grids that are about DLC grids, which I'm assuming, unfortunately, they are not all Phantom. So theoretically, this is the last one in the game. To the point that it makes me think if I shouldn't do these last ones first and then this one. Because these are extra, and I don't think they are gonna be harder, and they are already unlocked, so maybe the best thing I can do is start with one of these. I also know how long they can be, or if they are gonna have tournaments. I could check. This one, the only long event it has is Zone, and well, I guess Eliminator, so yeah, I think that's something I want to do. I don't know if I can clear one of these today, but I'm gonna try. No, I mean, I cannot unless I stream a lot, but I mean that on the next stream, I wanna play these ones, and then leave the last one for last. So I don't know why it's called like this, like... Oh, this is also, hold up, It's also a new track. Well, new track is from the previous game, from Wipeout Pure, also on the PSP. This is all DLC shit. And it's like you're gonna see new tracks and everything. I guess it's a better idea to do this first and then do the... Well, I guess the issue with this is that you can very easily get used to the slow categories again, which will be bad. But I guess you have enough events in the Phantom Grid to just get used to them before an important event comes up, I guess. The problem is that the way it is laid out right now, it's hard to tell if I could beat all of this in the next stream. Well, I guess it depends on when the next stream is and how long I stream for. Because even if this grids don't... Well, at least this one doesn't have a tournament, and they have less than 16 events, it's still hard to tell. I also know if the music is new, because as you can guess, I'm not wearing any headphones, so that wouldn't be very possible. But I thought that was the last track. I fucked up. And now that I see this better, this one is not really the... Like, this one is not the track from Wipeout Pure. The one from Wipeout Pure, you are supposed to go out on the surface at some point, but here you are constantly underwater. That's why I asked you to blind for me. Oh, you asked that? I didn't know that. My bad. I probably didn't read it. Alright, a lot of time trials, huh? I don't know if that's the best way to start with something, but I guess
3, 2, 1, go.
I as well. All of these tracks are gonna be new. I wish I could recognize if they are from previous games or not, but I don't. Like this one, I don't recognize it. I mean, the previous one, I don't recognize it either. Just that I thought it was one that it isn't. So maybe they are all just new. It could be. So I started this one when the timer was around 2 hours and 40. Because I mostly want to see how long each one of these grids will take, even though I still don't think I can beat this one today. But maybe. Wait, hold on a second. Depending on how I do this lap, I'm not gonna make it for gold. And that's pretty sad. Come on, dude. Not that hard. See, I won't get it. No way. Am I really that bad? No, I'm not, but then that was actually close. Maybe the time trials will be harder on these DLCs. Or maybe it's just because it's a slower category, but then... Oh, and you also have Phantom here. Well, it's good that they do use Phantom. Okay, 23 here to get the zone. Well, the gold, I mean, on zone. Zone events are precisely the ones I was not missing. One of the best things about the Phantom grids is that they didn't have zone. Fortunately, still have eliminator. Well, I do prefer zone over eliminator, but I think zone is simply more time consuming. And also kinda lame as well. Not the biggest fan. Okay, unless I can somehow beat the entirety of this grid today, there is absolutely no way that on the next stream I could beat the 3 remaining grids plus the final Phantom grid. There is just no way. That's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Wonder if you unlock something for getting all the golds here. Because every grid you just needed a couple. You needed a certain amount of golds to unlock the next one. But these ones don't unlock anything. So if that's the case, do you even get something for getting gold in all of them? Probably not. I don't know. No, I will assume it will probably require 2 more streams, with the last one not being a full length stream, which I mean it's not a problem because I can simply play something else afterwards. I mean, I always prefer finishing stuff at the right time. Yeah, it's whatever. At least now I know what to expect from this DLC thing. With the lack of tournaments, at least in this grid, it means that it will be faster than most of the other grids. And here 23 is gonna be absolutely free to get. I wish these events ended as soon as you get the gold. I'm not a fan of just rushing on purpose to end them. Feels very non-elegant. There is no elegance in crashing on purpose. Well, there's no elegance in crashing, but even less if you do it on purpose. At this rate, well, this track is not really that hard. It will probably reach Zen, though with the amount of health remaining, I doubt it. I don't think it will be the case. To get Zen at zone 35. It's not that far, but yeah, well, the health won't let me. So it would be nice if you had events with the Super Phantom speed class. Like, it will be pretty nice. But yeah, I don't think they wanna do that. So I don't wanna do Eliminator. Hey man, they are Venom. I thought we were gonna know better than that. But yeah, at least these ones are ordered. The slowest ones are on the bottom and the fastest ones on the top. I guess we can close it out with this time trial in Phantom. To at least close it with Phantom, I guess. Start with Phantom and end with Phantom. But yeah, essentially, it will still be 2 more streams, which I'm not a fan of. But it will have to be like that. Will be a lot worse, but yeah. Not a fan. Wait, I keep forgetting. It's a time trial. You're supposed to use the turbo every lap. Otherwise you waste it. I mean, the gold time still should be free to get. Assuming I don't fall behind too much. How I did that lap, but it seems that I cannot best it. I don't know if that one was faster or not, but yeah, it's fine. I think, well, I have time to do one more event, I guess. The problem is that they are not very attractive. I mean, I guess I could do the single race. Because your option is either going for Venom or doing Eliminator. Both ideas suck. But even if this is on Flash, at least it's a single race, so yeah, might as well. And you will see whenever I get to those Venom events that it will actually cost me to properly beat them. It will actually not be easy. Wonder how many tracks in total there are. So far there is the underwater one and this one, right? Or or is there a third one I didn't see? It would be nice if the game told you. I mean, you're supposed to know that when you supposedly download the DLC, but you know exactly what it adds. Because all of this, I think that they definitely add a new car, and there is 4 in total. But I don't know, aside from the car, what you get. Well, and aside also from these extra grids, if you get like how many tracks you get, if you get new music, for example, stuff like that, and maybe even new colors, because you can supposedly customize your shit like that. After playing Phantom, pretty much everything feels slow, as expected. Regardless, that was still free to win. Alright. Though the second place was pretty close. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. So essentially, there will be 2 more streams of this, because in order to beat all this DLC, like these 4 DLC grids will probably take 1 stream to beat. And this final Phantom grid will take an additional one most likely, which, as I said, is the one that I want to leave for the end, because it's supposed to be the proper final grid, because even this one doesn't have all Phantom, as you can see. So the one that has all Phantom is truly the last one. So yeah, that's the idea. But yeah, it will take 2 more streams to fully finish it, for better or for worse, I guess. But yeah, in any case, that's it for me for today. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. Have a good one, and take care.